This is everything done right with the Modern Warfare 3 beta. This past weekend, everybody was able to play the Modern Warfare 3 beta. It was even free the last 2 days of the weekend on Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. Some of you guys might be asking, what is a beta? Well, a beta is a beta version of a game that everyone is able to play. This helps the devs learn small issues and glitches and stuff like that, and they're able to fix things in the game that they would not catch originally while in development. So they do a beta to allow everybody to play the game, and this gives them all these resources and ways to find things that are wrong with the game at that moment. Beta basically just refers to a certain build of the game. There's an alpha build, beta build, and there will be the main builds that come out for the game, version numbers and all that. That's basically what a beta is. And a beta is more of a bare bones game, so we only actually played 5 maps out of all that. So maps that we played were Estate, Skid Row, Favela, High Rise, and Rust. And then there was Ground War as well added. I never played Ground War though. I just played the 5 main core maps that they released. They allowed us to play game modes like TDM, Hardpoint, Search and Destroy, and Domination. And during the beta, my favorite weapons were the Striker 45 and the MCW. These are obviously the 2 best guns. There was a really good LMG as well, and there were some overpowered snipers if you bought the Vault edition of the game. I didn't really use those much. I was just playing with the main meta guns in the game. I didn't play a lot, so I just wanted to make sure I got my hands on the guns and got myself some pretty good gameplays and some clips to show you guys for certain videos. Like the gameplay we have right here was a great Search and Destroy and High Rise. We made a little comeback. We were down a little bit. We made a nice little comeback in the game, so it was a lot of fun. Overall, the gameplay was very smooth. It was really good. It was nice to see some major changes happening. They had a good overall game compared to Modern Warfare 2. I think Modern Warfare 2 is a really good base game. However, I think there were some small tweaks and stuff that need to be changed, and I feel like Modern Warfare 3 has those changes that we all want them to make. Basically, a few of the changes were like dead silence as a perk, red dots being on the mini map, and you could slide cancel again. And some of the things they changed were like gloves for fast hands, so a fast hands perk. Basically, you just equip gloves, or you put on gloves for like a scavenger gloves for fast hands. They have many different perks that you can use, but it'd be like lightweight boots or dead silence boots. That's kind of how the system works. And there's a vest as well, and the vest gives you different things. Basically, like you can do like an overkill, you can put another gun there. It's just a little bit different way to do it. I think it's pretty cool because it adds a different layer. It makes you feel like you're actually changing your character when you're doing stuff like that. Well, overall, I think the additions that they made on top of Modern Warfare 3 were great. Everybody hated dead silence not being a perk in the game. This allowed for you to actually make a play in the Search and Destroy online, because if you don't know, sound EQ is kind of breaking the online playing. If you play on a PC like me, you can, with the right headphones, you can actually equip something called sound EQ, and that will allow you to hear everything on the map basically. So I can hear somebody running across the map. Well, how do you change that? If you put dead silence as a perk, you don't need to have dead silence as a field upgrade to make a play in Search, because right now in Modern Warfare 2 ranks play, if you even try running anywhere, everybody can hear you and people can call you out immediately, and you can't make a play in Search and Destroy. Everybody hits the flank. You can never get around anybody, and it's just sometimes just no fun to even play Search and Destroy. But in this game, dead silence is a perk. It was very easy to get around players, and most people, their awareness was lacking. So everyone's gonna have to get their awareness up a little bit. But to help with awareness, they're adding red dots back in the minimap. Having the red dots in the minimap allow you to see where people are shooting, which was not in Modern Warfare 2 if you didn't know. And that not being in Modern Warfare 2 made a lot of people a little upset. And it was something that it was a staple in the series, so why do we have to take it out? Adding slide canceling back, this allows for more movement, allows you to outplay your opponents in a way that a lot of people think is sometimes unfair. I think it's fair though, because it's a skill gap. You know, it's something that you need to learn. Slide canceling doesn't necessarily reset attack sprint like it used to in previous titles, and that was the reason for it. I think the best thing that slide canceling does, it gives you movement, allows you to get away from gunfights and stuff, and allows you to move around the map in a more fluid manner and keep your momentum going really well. Overall, the gameplay is very smooth. It ran very good on my computer. I only had maybe 4 or 5 crashes throughout the week, and I probably played about 30 hours total throughout the 4 days the beta was open. Only crashed by 4 times. The Modern Warfare 2 beta, that was crashing every other game for me, I'm pretty sure, during the last beta. I was very upset. Even when the game came out, it was crashing a lot still. So the last beta, there are many major improvements that they made on this beta from the last beta. I felt like the gunplay was very good. It was very fun. With the added health, if you're going to 150 from 100, you can really tell you have to land that extra bullet or 2. And headshots, you get rewarded for hitting the head. In the current game right now, you can get triple headshot with attack. And I think of Asnam at close range as well, and that's just not very fun. Now I think it's a 4 shot to the head. It just gives you gives you a little bit more reaction time in certain situations, and having great movement actually makes this sometimes feel like it's a lot higher of a TTK than it was in the last game, because when you because when you have good movement, it's very difficult to hit shots on somebody when they're moving very good and very fluently. So that adds to the skill gap. If you know how to move around the map very well and know how to use your momentum to make the enemy miss, it's like playing football. You're just trying to juke somebody when they're trying to tackle you. So that's kind of the way that the movement adds to gunplay as well. So you have the added health, and then you have the movement gap that basically make it kind of feel like it's a little bit longer than it should have been. But at the moment, I think they're in a good spot. I don't think they need to make any changes to the health or the movement. I think the movement could do a slight difference. I'll get to that in a little bit later though. These maps are the throwback maps from Modern Warfare 2 from 2009, and I think they've hit all these perfectly. I think a few of them, like Skid Row, might be they need to get out that color palette and start painting a little bit better, just brighten some colors up, make the map look a little bit nicer. But overall, all the maps looked pretty good so far. I think as long as they add some more textures and stuff and make them a little bit higher quality, we'll be a-okay with the maps. I mean, I think all the maps played very well. Favela felt a little chaos at times, but Favela is chaos. Favela is also not one of the best maps from the original game. We didn't really get the best maps here. We got State. Schedule actually played amazing, I have to say that, and High Rise played amazing. Rust is obviously Rust. It's like the shipment from Modern Warfare 2 from back in the day. It is what it is. Rust is like going to be like a Rust 24/7 map, hopefully, with High Rise as well being one of the staple maps in the game. That was a very fun to play Search and Destroy and Hardpoint on as well. Looking forward to be able to play those in ranked play later on. The maps all have great flows. There are some things I do want to talk about though that are not very good, and this goes right back to High Rise. Is on High Rise, on Hardpoint especially, you should not be spawning underground every time. If you played the beta, you know what I'm talking about, because you'd be sitting there, and they would, to be fair, in a 6v6 environment, there's never a time when you probably are all spread out throughout the map. So why are we not spawning people in the offices? You spawn, the way that the whole system works is you spawn here, we fight. If we flip spawns, we flip spawns, but we shouldn't be sitting here, spawning underground. There's no way we're controlling all this. Spawn me here, spawn me here. I mean, there's all these spots to spawn people. You can spawn people on this side of the map or this side of the map. Don't spawn people underground. That's just so dumb when you're on a streak and you're running around and then you see somebody come up the stairs underneath you. If they were, they spawn in the office and they went underground, that's great, but someone should not be killing. I should not be killing somebody and then having that guy spawn right below me, come up the stairs and kill me because he knows exactly where I'm at. That part needs to be fixed. And the spawns, in most part, there were a few maps that were fine. I think Skid Row was actually really good for spawns. They were predictable actually, which was nice. And if you guys ever saw Dashy's clip on Twitter, you can see that you can tell where the people are spawning in Hardpoint especially. But in general, I think the spawns were a little messed up. They had some things going that were, it was kind of hard to tell where they were going to be spawning from. And it wasn't necessarily saying they were spawning where you thought they'd be coming from. It was just random at times, especially in Hardpoint. It was just, oh, boom, boom, boom. It was like you get a car, you get a car, you get a car. That's how the spawns were basically. And then the only other issue that I really had was the slight delay after you slide. You would slide, pause, and then you could pop up. It was like literally probably 0.1 millisecond or like maybe 100 milliseconds, but it was definitely, you could tell it was not as smooth as Modern Warfare 2019 was, and I hope they fix that, because that little bit, it didn't play that big of a difference, but it made your momentum stop a little bit faster than I think. That most people want it to be as smooth as possible, and it feels great when you can just slide and then you can pop up. It's just that little bit of delay. Crazy. But another good thing that they did add though is you can shoot while sliding. In Modern Warfare 2, it felt like if you slid, especially against good players, you're done. You literally slide and they're shooting you like crazy. Unless you had a really good slide where you slid and you did it early enough to slide through. Now you can slide, you can pop up, and you can shoot somebody right away. So it's really nice to have as well in the game. Hope you guys have all enjoyed the video. Be sure to drop a like and subscribe. Comment down below what your favorite thing about the beta was, and also comment the thing that you did not like about the beta. Hope you guys all enjoyed, and hope you guys all have a wonderful day. Thank you guys. Appreciate you.